If you're an Xbox hater, you probably want to turn this video off right now because Phil Spencer had some absolute bombshells to drop, and a lot of people are fuming right now. Not just a little mad, not just big mad, but big mad. Yes, they're totally upset. And this is so funny because Microsoft and Phil Spencer are announcing Game Pass numbers. They're announcing a lot of stuff. Phil Spencer has gone on a little bit of a tirade, talking about video games, talking about all the stuff going on, how well things are doing for Microsoft. And the funny thing is this, right? So Microsoft and Phil Spencer are talking about how well Game Pass is and it's profitable and this kind of stuff. And he also mentioned that Game Pass is slowing down adoption on console. So the funny thing to see is PlayStation fanboys take this line of thinking. Well, Phil Spencer says that Game Pass is slowing down subscription growth on console. Ha ha ha, Game Pass sucks. And then in the same interview, he's talking about how Game Pass is already profitable and making money. Oh, I don't believe Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer's a liar, so I choose not to believe that. So they choose to believe the part that it's slowing down, but not the part that it's making money. Yeah, can somebody make that make sense to me? Like, I don't understand the thought process behind some of these people. Like, is logic completely out the door? Have we given logic up, folks? Let me know, because I frankly think that we have. We've obviously given up logic in every kind of aspect that you can think of. I saw an argument today on Twitter, social media, okay? Now, social media might not be the best judge of logic, but it was talking about UK video game box sales, so boxed physical copies of games, and that game was Gotham Knights. Now, the interesting thing here is there's this rumor, or this kind of really bad, wrong rumor, to be honest with you, false rumor, that Xbox gamers don't buy games. And so the only way that they point to this is, and they point to, the UK box charts, which is a very small portion anyway, and it's only the physical games. Now, on a game that's current gen only, like Gotham Knights, and the install base of current gen Xboxes overwhelmingly in favor of a Series S, which has no physical option, no shit, Sherlock. It's going to be mostly digital bought on Xbox, not physical. So trying to tout that Xbox fans don't buy games by saying, hey, look, they didn't buy this game physically, when most of the current gen consoles for the Xbox is sold as a digital only console. Yeah, again, make it make sense. I would love to know. I think, I don't get it. We're going to get into it, though. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Please take time out to hit that like button. Join the fun. It's a good time. I'm looking to get 100 likes on each of the videos because that is a small goal, but a goal nonetheless. So keep that in mind. We all have something that we're pushing for, and that's mine. So keep that very much in mind. Help me out. Please like the video as well. Because, again, liking it, subscribing, all that stuff really does help out the channel. Now, Microsoft says Xbox Game Pass is profitable as it sees subscription growth, but it has slowed down for the console. Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer has revealed that the company's Game Pass subscription service is already very profitable. Speaking at the Tech Live conference with the Wall Street Journal, Spencer also revealed that Xbox Game Pass is around 15% of Microsoft's overall Xbox content and services revenue. Spencer says he now expects Game Pass to stay at around 10 to 15% of Microsoft's Xbox content and services revenue, and that it's profitable for us. He had this to say, and I quote, "Game Pass as an overall part of our content and services revenue is probably 15%. I don't think it gets bigger than that. I think the overall revenue grows, so 15% of a bigger number. But we don't have this future where I think 50 to 70% of our revenue comes from subscriptions. Now, it's a rare insight into Microsoft's Xbox console and Game Pass, in particular, as Spencer suggests that Game Pass won't dominate Microsoft's gaming revenue. There's a reason for that, as there are only so many Xbox console owners that can subscribe to the service. He said, and I quote, "We're seeing incredible growth on PC. On console, though, I've seen growth slow down, mainly because at some point, you've reached everybody on console that wants to subscribe." So again, this is the thing, though, right? So we're getting to a point in time where current gen only, meaning the Xbox Series S, the Xbox Series X, these are the only consoles, the only platforms that are going to be able to play the new games. The Redfalls, the Starfields, the Forza Motorsports, So it's going to be, you have this whole contingent of people on older hardware, probably subscribing, and they haven't upgraded yet. So as the Xbox continues to grow, though, we will see more adoption rate with that. So I think I'm very curious to see how that kind of works out. But I do think what we're seeing with Sony and Microsoft with these subscriptions is that you know, there's always something there, and subscriptions are always, you know, popping, and there's always something to play. So the fact of the matter is, Phil's being very transparent here, and the fact that idiots don't want to believe it, so they'll continue to grow Game Pass in, you know, console, PC, and everywhere else. Microsoft, like I said, just revealed that its PC Game Pass subscriptions increased 159% over year, and that's more than 20 million people have streamed games on the cloud, which is good, I guess. You know, I mean, that's not saying how much. That's not saying that there's actively that many, just people have tried it. Microsoft is building an Xbox mobile gaming store as well to take on Apple and Google, but it's going to face challenges growing Xbox Game Pass on platforms like iOS, where it's currently impossible to offer rival stores and even cloud gaming apps. And Phil Spencer acknowledged those challenges as well, but he says that he thinks Microsoft is playing the long game on a mobile Xbox store. He says, if you take a long-term bet, which we're doing, that we'll be able to get access to players on the largest platforms and people play on Android and iOS phones. We want to be in a position with content players and storefront capabilities to take advantage of it, according to Spencer. An Activision Blizzard deal is the key to the company's mobile gaming strategy and efforts, and it's quietly building a mobile Xbox store that will rely on Activision and King Games. Pricing was another hot topic during Phil Spencer's appearance as well, which, you know, maybe get into that in another video. But again, it's nice to see everything that's kind of going on with this, you know, and it does seem like they're confident with everything that's happening, right? Like the whole King thing. If they're building a store based on the Activision Blizzard buyout, then it stands to reason that they believe that they're gonna, you know, have no problem getting this passed. Which I also had long since thought that, hey, you know, they're gonna pass this deal, and it's gonna be something that continues to do well for them. You know, nice seeing Game Pass doing well. Although, you know, like I said, a lot of the fanboys probably a little bit disappointed that it's already profitable and things like that. But hey, at the end of the day, you know, it kind of is what it is, and you know, we all see this type of stuff happen more often than not. You know, where gamers will believe one thing and not the other, despite it coming from the same source at the same exact time. So asinine in my opinion, but you know, again, at the same time, what do I know? I'm just crap gamer. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you believe Phil when he's talking about this stuff, or do you think, you know, it's nonsense? You know, do you believe only the negative stuff? Rate, comment, subscribe, rack them up, fact them up, crap gamer them up. Crap Gamer out.